to meet you. A happy new July. We thank God that He has enabled us to reach this new month. Today, we're going to talk about there are three types of agents, three types of dark agents. You didn't know that. These agents, they operate in different ways. They are in the churches operating, they are in schools operating, they are in hospitals operating, they are in all over the devil's sectors. You know, devil has many sectors. As we shall see, I will talk about music industry, we shall talk about fashion and design, we shall talk about communication, we shall talk about transportation, we shall talk about churches. Mention them, they are very many. So there are three types of dark agents. You have to be aware of three of them, and we thank God that He has given us this is a revelation, and I was part of it. I was myself a part of it. I was one of the types. So we are going to expound. How do you know these three types of agents? How do they operate? And how can you deal with them? You know, the devil is so tricky. Like in church, when you get saved, it's God who decides which ministry are you going to carry out. Especially like we have the fivefold ministries. When you read in the book, I think of Ephesians, we talk about the teachers, we talk about the apostles, we talk about the pastors, we talk about the evangelists. So it's not you to choose which are you going to be. It's God who chooses you, that after you are going to be an evangelist, and He gives you that ability. So the devil copied the same system. Once you are initiated, because there are three processes you have to undergo. One, they have to cast spells on you, meaning they have to take away all you understand. Spells, these are evil, like electricity, evil powers. Once they reach you, it means you are brainwashed. You are no longer you, it's someone else taking over you. So after casting spells on you too, they have to initiate. They have to initiate you in the system, and they have to dedicate you at the devil. So once the three are done, the casting of spells, the initiation process, and the dedication process. So it's the devil to choose who you are going to be, where you are going to minister, which position are you going to take. It's not you to choose, it's the devil himself. So the works of the agents is to initiate, to dedicate, and to cast spells. But to choose who that person is going to be and where to operate, it's the devil himself. So he copied the church the church settings. So there are three, as I told you, types of agents who are operating everywhere. And in the next video, we shall talk about the meetings they always have in underground, first of March, first of every month, and today is the first. So last night they had it. So what happens in there, and who are supposed to go there? So you'll be surprised, and you find presidents, governors, ministers, big people, businessmen, famous musicians, footballers. They all gather underground every first of the month. So I think after this video, I'm going to come with that video, what happens underground on every first of the month, where presidents and big famous people meet and discuss how to destroy this world. So let us go back. Three types. One, there's what we call the underground agent, underground dark agent. Who is that underground dark agent? This is the agent who knows whom is working for. That's the first characteristics. The second one, this underground agent, what is it? Descends underground. Like yesterday when they had a meeting, this underground agent has ability to descend and be part of that conference. So underground agent knows whom is working for. They are aware of whom they are working for, and they have abilities to descend underground. They have abilities to deform or to change into any creature they want, or anything they feel like. Like when they go for missions, the devil teaches what we call defensive and offensive warfare. We shall talk about that. Defensive and offensive warfare. What is it? The devil teaches you like how to attack different places, like a church. The way you attack a church is different how to attack a school. The way you attack a school is very different from how to attack the hospitals. The way you attack hospitals is very different on how you attack what? You attack cars on the way. So that is what we call offensive. He teaches you all the methods and all the signs. And we have been talking about the signs. If you have not yet watched that video, you go back in our previous videos. You will see we talked about the hand signs of the devil and their meaning. People do a lot of signs and knowingly, not what? Not knowing the repercussions or what will come out of those signs. So these underground agents or underground dark agents, they are taught defensive and offensive spiritual warfare. Defensive means that when things go wrong, when you go on that mission and things turn upside down, there are mechanism you can use to get out of that place, because it can be spiritual arrest. There is what we call spiritual arresting. You can arrest anything spiritually, and it doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't go anywhere. So they teach you how you can escape the spiritual warfare, how to escape. So these underground agents, they all have all those characteristics and that ability of changing into different images, different creations, like lads, postcards, dogs, mention the birds. That's why in most homes you find a lot of rats, a lot of cockroaches. Those are not natural cockroaches or natural natural bed bugs, natural rats. When you do all the necessities to kill the rats, the cockroaches in the home, and they refuse to die, they just multiply, just to know those are not natural cockroaches or rats you are dealing with. Those are monitoring spirits. Those are agents who have used the image of that rat, of that cockroach, of that anything which is disturbing you in your home to come and do their mission. So underground agent, he knows the person is working for. He has ability to descend underground. He has ability to change in every form. Underground agent doesn't eat. They don't eat food. They only drink blood and brain of babies. I promise to give you my testimony very soon. You'll be surprised. You'll be shocked how we couldn't eat. 7 years without eating, 7 years without sleeping. You'll be shocked, and let me tell you, you will realize that the devil exists. The devil is working day and night. He has no time. His time is limited. It's we the Christians who are just wasting our time. We think that we have a lot and a lot and a lot of time, yet a time is limited. We are approaching, or we are in at the end time. So we need to wake up. We need to wake up. So these underground devil agents, they don't eat food. They only take blood of humans, blood of humans, not goats, not blood of animals. Those are sorcerers and witch doctors who take that. But when we talk about the underground dark agent, they only take blood of humans. That's why they go on organizing organizing accidents, and they cooperate with different doctors in different hospitals. Let me tell you, when you go to hospitals, don't just lay on the bed and don't just sit and ask for drinks. Let me tell you, when you take a patient in the hospital, please go on your knees, stand on your knees, pray, because all the hospitals are occupied by the devil agents. There is no hospital which has no devil agents. They are there operating, doing their evil missions. We shall talk about that, how the agents operate in hospitals. But I was talking about they take human blood and they coordinate with doctors to collect for them human blood. How do they get human blood? There are two methods they use to collect human blood. One, there is a spiritual collection where they get spiritual tubes. They are what we call spiritual tubes. And once that spiritual tube is sat on you, or is put on you, let me tell you, the way you lose blood, and everyone will be surprised, even the doctors. When you are a patient and the doctors just complain, whatever drip we put of blood, it goes. They have put a lot of drips. They keep on adding drips, but blood is nowhere to be seen. So that is a spiritual tube, and they put on you, and they suck life. I'm not talking about the blood. They suck life in your blood, because every living creature, its life is in the blood. That's why God commanded the children of Israel not to eat blood, because the life of anything is in its blood. So they take that life in the blood, spiritual life in the blood. That's why they when you are to live 30 years, they can take 20 years, and you live only 10 years and die. They can take 10 years. That's why they like young babies, because their life status is still high. They have not even started their long journey. They have not started moving. So if that baby has is to live 80 years, she has not even done with 1 year. So when that agent gets that life of 8 years, is empowered and renewed. That's why they dislike these old people, because you are left with 10 years, 5 years, 2 years, out their own month. So they can't they only take blood of adults when there is no option, or when it's the last option, they have failed to get the blood of babies. So underground agents, that's what they do. They drink blood, they take brain of babies, they coordinate with doctors. They are so dangerous. In fact, one underground devil agent can finish the whole town, the whole district, all the whole the whole constituency. Only one. They are few, because when you look at their graph, satanic graph of his agents, they carry 15% out of the total the total number of his workers. 15% the agents underground, because he puts a lot of effort in them. So we come to agent number 2, and that is the major agent. Major agents normally they operate in schools. These are agents who know what they are doing. They know what they are doing. They are aware of it, but they don't descend underground. They don't descend. They don't go in underground meetings. They don't know what's happening or what happens there, but they are aware of whom they are what they are working for. They don't take blood. They don't take blood. They don't take brain. They eat food like you as a human being. Though they sometimes they could add in little blood, blood. So, but taking blood to be part of their lives, like the undergrounds, no, they don't. Major agents, you can live with them at home. But they have weird behaviors. They are very easy to be understood. The way they carry out their lives. They like separating themselves. They like staying alone. They don't like to stay with the people, and so on and so on. So those are major agents. They are in the second place of devil's what? Devil's command. There are not many in the system of the devil. I think they are like 30, oh no, not 35, they are 25%. 25% of devil's what? Devil's agents. So they are common, as I told you, in schools. In schools, that's where they normally operate. Though they are also in churches, but not so common. And also they are in hospitals, but not so. Their favorite places is what? Is all at what? Schools. Schools. So that's all about the underground, the major agents. They know whom they are working for. They don't descend underground. They don't know even what is happening there, but they always get the communication. Whatever goes underground, like yesterday when they had a meeting, they always have that what? That communication, and they know whatever took place in that meeting. So the only difference, they don't go underground, and they eat food. They eat food. They are not based on blood and bread. And you can stay with them at home. You can have your daughter, your child, and is a major agent without your knowing. But they are very easy to identify due to their scaring and weird behaviors. They like separating themselves. They no longer like staying with people. They have little time to converse with others. Mention them. For the undergrounds, they don't stay within the community. They stay alone. They stay alone in hotels and other places. That's why you have to be careful when you visit some hotels. We shall talk about hotels. The devil has used the hotels to initiate many, thousands and thousands of people have been initiated through those hotels where you go and lodge. Lastly, but not least, it is the minor agents. The minor agents, they are in the third position, but they carry the biggest percentage when it comes to devil's workmen. It's 60%. They carry 60%. They are in the list. They don't have much power, but what I can tell you, the devil cannot operate, cannot exist without these minor agents. He uses them so much. They are the finishers. They carry out finishing work, where the underground agents are set to go and do some activities. These minor agents, they are the one to finalize the missions. Who is a minor agent? A minor agent is someone who is working for the devil unknowingly, and we have very many, even in the churches. They sing, they participate in the ministry, but after a while the devil uses them. They are so difficult and very dangerous, because you may not know that such a person is a minor agent. So the devil just possesses you for a mini while or for a specific time, uses you whatever he wants. Then after, you come into your senses. That's why you find someone abuses a person very roughly. Then after a period, someone just regrets. I don't know what happened to me. I didn't want to do that. Please forgive me. These people who sleeps on animals. These people who rape these kids of 1 year, 2 years, those are minor, some are minor agents. They are just possessed. That's why after the act or the action, someone comes back into the normal understanding. In church, minor agents are very dangerous, and these are the agents, or these are the agents the devil has used to destroy and attack the church. As a pastor, you may not know them because their characteristics are very, very hidden. They cannot be full-time possessed. No, it is impossible. They are always in their normal understanding. But when the devil wants to use them in that specific time, that's when he will come and possesses them and use them. Find someone is very rude, someone who has been speaking well, someone who has been cooperating, is cooperative, and from nowhere the person changes. These are the agents in the church who are asking of church accountability every time, and they don't give, but they want to know everything which goes on in church. These are the people who know each and every mistake in the church. They know everything. These are people who pretend to be spiritual filled. They always come with their very contradicting and confusing dreams, and they want you to believe whatever they are saying. They don't want to be opposed. So when you decide a certain one, you bring a certain opinion and have a decision, or you agree on that, these fellows, they are always on the opposite side. They disagree. They are not many, but once they start to disagree, they make sure they campaign, they reach each and everybody, they confuse. Like when God gives a revelation of praying and fasting, that you people who are going to start praying, God has given us 30 days. We enter into prayers and fasting for restoration, for empowerment, and so on. These are the people who will go in each and everyone's inbox, confusing them. That now, Pastor talked about fasting, but do you feel it? I don't feel in my heart that, I don't know, maybe God speaks to me. I don't feel it. Do you feel it? No, let us abandon this. Why always God speaking to only pastor? What about we? They want also God to speak to them always, but these are people who are not committed to God. There's no way God can speak to you when you are not what? When you are not committed. So these are people who oppose and disorganize the church. Like Bible studies, when you have a Bible study or a discipleship, after discipling, you have taught people, they have understood. Once you leave, these are the guys who will come and recollect these people and come and brainwash them whatever you have taught them. Whatever. So the next time, the next day you come in, people are doing opposite of what you have been teaching them. Someone has come in and disorganized the whole sermon. You are on the pulpit preaching. The minor agent is also behind with a few people, 10. He has gathered his 5, 2, 3. He's also giving them a sermon. It's confusing the whole congregation. So those are the 3 types of agents, and we shall talk about it in details one by one. But the minor agent is very difficult to understand, very deadly, because you may think that it's not an agent. In most times, the person is normal, person prays, person is ministering. So very difficult to understand the minor agents, but they are very dangerous. The devil can't live without them. Because when he brings, these underground agents, they don't spend much time on church. Once they are set to go and attack the church, the maximum time they can spend, it's only 5 minutes. 5. That's the maximum. But they use these minor agents. These are the cameras, or these are the monitoring spirits of the devil in the church. They monitor everything. They want to know each and everything happening in pastors' homes of ministers. They know people who fought at night. So they know everything. They know everything. They are wiseacres. They know. So those are minor. They are working for the devil unknowingly. They don't go underground. They don't know what happens in the dark world, because they are just possessed. So that's all about, and we shall have time to expound that into details. But for today, I would like, or I would wish to end it here. So I don't know which type of agent are you. You may be working for the devil, knowing. Sorry for that, but the devil has used many people and know English, so we have to be sober-minded, and we be watchful. Apostle Peter talks about being sober-minded and watchful. So the enemy has used a lot of people. A lot of people have ended up doing that and things out of what? Out of their senses. So those are the only agents or types or classes of agents in his kingdom. Each operates differently. So we are going to take a break. When we come back, we shall talk about what happens underground on every first of the new month. Like today, what happened? That's where you find presidents, ministers, every prominent or every public figure and every big person in your country or in this country, they descend and be part of the what? Of the conference. How do they go? That's the question. How do they go underground? How do they descend? I think we start with that. Yeah, we start with that. How do people descend underground? How? Then after that, we shall see what happens, because we can't see what happens without knowing how do they go. How? So in the few minutes, let me just take a cup of a tea, just a break. Then we come. Don't go away. Subscribe, like, and share. Shalom.